I'm Janet Pena, the original football diva, and I'm in the huddle. With me tonight are huddlers
Valerie Kelly Green Saunders.
Yes. Lisa the Anson Sawyer in the huddle.
Pam, catch the damn ball joins.
Woo.
Raven Renee, the champ, is here.
Boop.
What do you got to say about this group? I mean, they are just a bunch of feisty football loving
Yes,
divas.
yes, we
do
are.
it.
Last week, Lisa, the Anson, and Raven Renee were on injury reserve.
Yes.
But this week, we're ready to talk some football. And we're going to
Yes.
start with the AFC and the NFC West.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers. What do you think?
Suck, and suck.
The Raiders and Chargers, they probably will not make the playoffs.
No.
There's no
No.
question that the Broncos will probably take their division.
Absolutely.
But what about the Chiefs?
Chiefs are doing okay.
The polls
They'll
basically say
Oh, they
that
will make the playoffs.
out of the top 5 luckiest teams, Chiefs are rated number 1.
Luckiest. Remember, you're using the word luckiest.
Yeah, but
That's what I've been saying all along.
Luckiest.
They're lucky.
That makes a
But
difference.
sometimes
Not
luck
strategic,
takes you a long
right.
way.
Not strategic.
Well, luck will
luckiest.
take you to a point, but then talent has to really
Exactly.
kick in and
Exactly.
carry you over the hump.
When the
but
going
was it
gets
really
tough.
luck? Their defense is ranked number 2. And what critics are basically saying, Andy is not aggressive enough.
He's
in
not.
his game
He's not.
call.
He's never has been. And this is not the year to really be looking at teams and saying they're the best of the best, because the records are not standing up for themselves this year.
Oh,
We're
but
really not
included
at our
in
top
the
game.
luckiest top 5, they're the Seahawks,
Mhm.
the Patriots, the Cardinals, and the Jets.
The
Aside from the
Patriots,
Jets,
Patriots,
everybody else is
cheating is-
fine.
the Patriots might be the cheapest team, John. But they got a good team. I wouldn't put them in the category of luck, but I mean, Andy Reid played a lot of stiffs early
Yeah,
on.
right.
And
Those
now
teams
he's
have
playing
this
some real competition, and it's a different story.
Right. You're going to see a difference between the beginning of the season
Absolutely.
and towards the end of the season.
That's
In
right.
the beginning of the season, he had
A lot of
easy teams.
Yeah, a lot of stiffs. Yeah.
Sorry to say, but
Right.
the second half, it's not going to be
The
like that.
last
So
5
get ready.
games going to be a
That's right.
struggle.
Right. Get ready.
Okay, let's talk about the NFC West.
Okay.
Let's do
We
it.
got the Cardinals, the 49ers,
Mhm.
the Seahawks, and Rams. We know the Seahawks are shoo-in,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
because Russell Brooks, he's just on
Yeah,
fire.
He's on
Right.
fire.
Russell
I
Wilson.
can't.
Yeah, Russell Wilson.
Russell
I'm
Wilson,
sorry.
he's
I know a
fine.
Russell Brooks.
Not on TV. Not on TV.
But the Cardinals are steadily improving.
Yeah. Larry Fitzgerald.
And
Larry Fitzgerald's always been like a reliable.
Big, tall, never misses the ball against the Eagles
He
ever.
just- yeah,
He better miss that ball Sunday.
Yeah.
Defense better try to knock those brains out of his head.
He aggravates me with that hair.
That's why I said the Eagles better knock those brains out of
I
his head.
Something about that
love his
hair.
hair. He is the only one
No,
with
his
those.
hair aggravates.
Oh, I love it.
I'm
But you know,
tired.
there's a story behind him in his dreads.
What's the
What's the
story?
story?
His mother died of breast cancer,
Oh,
Okay.
and she liked his braids, and he continues, not his braids, his dreads. He
His
continues
dreads.
to wear them, and he says every morning when he looks in the mirror, he thinks of his mother. So
Okay.
so on the strength of that, I ain't gonna hate on your breed.
Right.
I'm not gonna hate on your breed.
Let's just back it up and take it out. We
Take it-
After a
apologize.
story like that,
Right.
we ain't gonna do
Exactly.
okay, how about
Exactly.
the 49ers?
Kaepernick.
Kaepernick has been a little suspect.
Kaepernick is like RG3. Last year, excellent. Now all of a sudden, it's
But
like,
he didn't play the whole season.
Where
last
did
year.
they go?
So that's why he was so good last year, because it was a short season.
yeah, I just think that he leaves a lot to be desired. I mean, I don't really know what his full capabilities are, because this season he's been hit or miss. He has not really consistently played very well.
I think next year we'll really know who he is.
Exactly.
Because I think he's going to either flat his legs or lose him. So.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
Okay, how about Jeff Fisher?
He is a cutie though.
Yes,
Yes,
he
he
is.
is. Oh, yes, he
Yo,
is.
tonight, I ain't mad at you.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Ain't though?
Don't
Yes.
She can push that on a little tender around it. Yeah. Shit. How Stella got a grill.
Bet she got the best man.
Kaepernick. He led his team team to the Super Bowl. And
Mhm.
he was ranked number 11, this year number 6.
Mhm.
Is he the lucky one? Would you consider him?
Luck
So the
might have.
49ers was in that top 5 group.
He is a good football player. He's a good quarterback. But I mean, some of it may be luck. I don't really know. Again, he has not consistently played well. So you just really don't know. When you look at Kaepernick from last season to this season, it's 2 different quarterbacks.
Right.
But
So
again,
we need to know,
Yeah, he
will
only
a
had
real,
7
he only
starts
had
last
7
year.
starts
right,
last year,
yeah.
so it's
will
not
real
like he played the whole
Kaepernick
game.
please stand up? We want to really see what you're
Or
working
sit
with.
down.
Or sit down.
What about the 49ers? Can Jeff Fisher reconstruct that team and take them back to their old prominence?
No,
No,
So
that's
far.
not gonna happen.
no.
I don't see
You
it.
think so?
He's
All
not
right.
the answer.
Jeff Fisher is not the answer, and I think he's one of the better looking coaches. I mean,
Well, he ain't a bad
We
looking
ain't
guy.
saying that. We saying that.
He did all that with that mustache.
Your mustache is on some Magnum PI stuff.
Creep.
Yeah, he's a creep.
okay. All right, how about the Cardinals went over the Colts? Now Andrew Luck. Now Andrew Luck was your man. Don't say he wasn't your man.
Yeah.
Andrew Luck? When did I ever say this about Andrew Luck?
Yeah, you like
Wasn't
Andrew
me.
Luck. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Val.
I think it was you,
You
man.
gonna rewind.
Andrew Luck.
Rewind.
Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
I used him as a quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was,
That was you.
Roll the tape back.
it was you.
That was you.
You had the pom-poms out for him, man.
Now
Yeah.
the Eagles face the Cardinals next week. Their defense and their special teams are ranked number 7.
Yeah, well,
Do you think the Eagles offense can keep Nicole safe?
Only thing they had to do was stop Larry Fitzgerald. You stop
you're
Larry
not stopping him.
Fitzgerald.
Here's the thing.
At least
You
slow
don't
him
stop
down.
him. Exactly, you contain him. Because you don't stop him, your goal is really at that point to try to contain him because he's going to do what he does well. He's going to make some big plays. He's going to make some big catches. They just have to be able to contain him, not get burnt,
He
and
burning them.
Because he's so tall.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
see, last year,
corners
he
is
had
so
a
good.
bad year last year.
he did.
Who's your quarterback anyway? I don't know who the
I
quarterback
don't
is.
know who's that quarterback.
They so irrelevant. Do we care?
It's not Kevin Cobb. And I did not say I like Kevin Cobb.
It's Kevin Cobb.
Yeah, Kevin Cobb is there.
No,
He's done.
He should be.
Kevin
done.
Corn on the
Finished
cob
him
is
off.
Kevin
He was
Corn on
the
the
worst.
cob back in the cornfield somewhere.
He with Tebow.
He's not even
You know what?
He
him,
hanging out with Tebow.
Tebow, Chad Johnson, and T.O. are doing a reality show.
Somewhere.
You ain't hear about it?
Not in the United States.
No, somewhere in Mexico.
Somewhere.
They gonna all be on Elana Van Zandt next week.
It's my life.
My life, yes, you did.
I don't know how the Lions managed to lose to Tampa, but the Eagles also have to play the Lions soon. Right?
Oh, the Lions ain't about it.
Don't they have, what's his name?
No,
Megatron?
Megatron. You have to worry about him.
Calvin.
We ain't worrying about Megatron. The Lions still suck. Y'all buying into some. Y'all sipping on some.
I'm
Sipping on.
that
I am not on that bandwagon. The Lions aren't they imposters?
Yes, they are.
They're not really.
Yes,
lad.
they are.
Is
They're not gonna be
Reggie
able to
Bush
do anything.
healthy again?
No.
No, I don't think he's.
Reggie Bush
much
ain't
about
been
him.
right ever since he messed with them
I knew you
Kardashians.
were gonna say that.
The Kardashians will ruin your career. That's what happened to Reggie. He ain't been right ever since. They got a spell on you, boy.
Yeah. Look what happened to Odom. Got Odom on the down low.
She got Baltimore crack.
And on the down low in the shower.
Yeah, singing songs.
You know what? Right along.
Courtney Dawn.
Courtney Dawn, I'm on that
Like, get your life.
Yo, listen,
Get your life.
leave them Kardashians alone.
Alone, they will mess
And how
you up.
about
Chris Humphrey. That
Poor
poor boy
man.
thought he was really married to that woman.
Oh.
For 72 days.
How about all the close games that happened this weekend? I mean, there were a lot
Oh, it
of
was
Yes,
some
yes.
really good games.
It was really good.
Broncos.
I thought they
Patriots
finished
is
the
my
Broncos.
favorite.
Oh my gosh.
To take it into overtime. You know what else was a really good game? I did enjoy this Washington game. Not Washington. I enjoyed the Cowboys and the Giants
gonna
game.
say that.
I mean,
That was a good game.
because the
I
Giants were
love the
out of that
Giants.
game. They were completely out of that game, and they really came back in the
They
fourth
came
quarter
back.
and made it a game.
Yes, they did.
And I was really expecting Tony Romo to throw an interception
As he
usually
usually
does, but they pulled it out.
They said that you've got critics out there that say that Tony Romo is the best fourth quarter quarterback
Best?
in the NFL.
I wouldn't say.
He loses every game.
No, they say he's
No, but as far as
the
coming back
at the end of the fourth
He
quarter.
does come back,
He
but
does.
he normally
I'm not
throws
sold
an
on
interception.
Tony
Tony Romo is not the answer, and I'm not sure why they're not grooming somebody else to really take over that team.
Because they
He
don't see
cannot-
him as
they
not
can't-
being an answer.
He cannot get it done. I mean, they went to one playoff game since he became the starting quarterback after Bledsoe, and he hasn't done anything. I mean, he has not won anything for them. So I don't really understand why.
But you know, the other thing is, have we really seen who his backup is?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. They may
That's what
not
I
be
mean.
preparing for a backup.
That's exactly what I said. They don't seem like
Right.
they're even grooming anybody
Right.
to take over that team.
They're not.
They think Romo is the one.
But I
That's
mean,
why.
and that's fine to
But
think
like
that.
David Donovan, you know.
Right. Like at some point you gotta
You
start
gotta
to
look and see what's coming
He
down the
hasn't
line.
been able to get it done. And that's just the reality of it. He's had what, 5 years?
Yes,
Well, who did you all
About
root
5 years.
for? The Giants or the
I root for the
Cowboys?
Cowboys. I mean the Giants.
The Giants. I was rooting for
Because
the
the
Giants.
Cowboys are
Anybody
right
that
on our
plays
heels.
Dallas, I'm for that team.
Me
okay?
too. I would
Anybody
never,
that plays
ever
Dallas, I'm
root
for
for
that team. I
Dallas.
will
And
never
plus
root for
Dallas
Dallas.
is on our heels, so I was
Right,
rooting
I was
for the
rooting for the
Giants.
Giants.
I went with the Giants.
Yeah, me too.
No,
you
I'm
went with
sorry,
the Cowboys.
Cowboys. I did. I remember the Cowboys. Cause the Giants were scaring me for a little bit.
No.
You know, the one thing
We're
I
in
wanted,
competition with the
I wanted
Cowboys
the
right
Giants totally out of it. I don't know if they can
No,
sneak
no.
up or not. Cowboys.
Now, actually,
We're always 1-1 with them.
But
They
here's-
win one, we win one. So I wasn't worried about them at the end of the
the Cowboys pose a greater threat than the
Greater.
Giants.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
The Giants are not, they're not playing good football. They have a lot of players that are injured this year. They don't have it. And Eli is really, I mean, he's turned the
off.
ball.
He is
It's a
really
really
off.
bad season for him. You pointed out Tony Romo can make big plays in some clutch situations. He had one game this season where he already went over 500 yards.
I know.
I'd rather go up against the Giants for the division than the
Yeah.
Cowboys.
That's exactly right.
And they got Des Bryant. So,
Oh,
We always wanna
Des
see him
Bryant.
fail.
right.
Mouth almighty.
How about that last minute, 24-second touchdown pass to Sarah Tutu? I got his name.
Sad too.
Yeah, from Philip Rivers. He's the quarterback for the Chiefs.
Listen,
You didn't see that last.
I didn't see the next one.
It was in the last 24 seconds.
he kind of just put it up there.
That is how,
Hail
not the Chiefs, the Chargers. I'm
Chargers.
sorry.
Hail Mary.
That's how they beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's how they beat it with a Hail Mary.
Yep, that's just how they beat it.
Sometimes games are won
I
like
was gonna
that.
say, sometimes you have to, you just have to look out, because sometimes when you least expect it, that's when it happens.
Yeah.
And that's what
That
made
was
this
least
week of
expected.
football.
I'm
I
about
mean,
to say this week was
This
week was a
really good
great
week of
football
It was a
weekend.
good football
It was a
week because
great
you had
football
stuff like that. I mean,
Right.
games came down to
I'm about to say almost
Right.
every game that I saw went into overtime or like
Right.
something
Yeah,
crazy
it was a
was
good game.
happening.
Right.
How about the big dance, which was Brady and Manning?
Excellent.
I'm still confused.
Excellent,
'Cause I'm like,
excellent.
how y'all up 24 points?
but
in
that
the
was
first half?
just think
And then
about
they
this.
come
That
back
was one of
on
the
y'all.
best games that people. I mean, that was one of the best
It's
games
an
I've seen in a
excellent
long.
Belichick
You
had
just
the,
you never left the TV.
A
because you were watching
grind.
it
That
the
was
whole
a
time.
grind out, smash
Yes.
mouth football game.
Right.
With two good teams with two good quarterbacks really scrapping
Right.
to show their dominance. It was an excellent
Like I went
game.
upstairs, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna watch it anymore because they
No.
gonna win. It's done.
Oh,
And
you
then I
couldn't
turned
leave.
it
You
back
could
on. I was
not
like,
leave.
what the
I
what?
couldn't leave the TV.
With two quarterbacks like that, you gotta watch.
You gotta
that
watch
game.
because each one
It
is
showed the magic
experience.
of Tom Brady.
Again.
Is it really
Okay, you
bad?
call it magic?
You hear me? Is it really bad?
Is it luck?
It's not
No,
luck.
it's not luck.
Or
He has the talent.
He has the
He
talent.
has the talent.
Just
Say what
take-
you want to say about
No,
Tom Brady.
they
You
have
got
the
one?
microphones. That's what
He has the
They
talent.
have
When
the
you're talking
microphone.
about Brady and Manning, you might as well just take luck out.
That's
It's
right.
skill.
That's skill.
These are
They have
skilled
ranked
quarterbacks.
quarterbacks. Do you know that Brady is like what, number 9 or 10?
That's just
Right.
for
That's
now.
preposterous.
Look what he's already
And that's
done.
Look
crazy.
at what he's already. Look at his body of work.
Well,
Yeah. You
They,
can't.
they got a legacy of
Say what you want to say about Tom Brady, but he goes to work, Gets the job
Hey,
done.
wait, can I
He
also
always
say,
seems to get the job done.
he hot. That's a hot white boy.
Not
You know, I'm a Clay Matthews.
That's a hot white
If we
boy.
gonna go hot white boy, Clay Matthews.
Look are you serious?
I looked at him.
That's a hot
I
white boy.
don't like him.
I think
I
he's
don't like
cute.
him.
Or his model wife,
Listen, I mean,
Gazelle,
he's
Gabrielle.
Look, he's a creep. We already know he's a creep because we already talked about when he did the baby mama. But he's a hot white boy.
No, he didn't.
He's a hot white boy.
No.
Hater.
No, he's not.
I mean, yeah, all right.
I ain't there.
Man, it's a tough crowd.
Kaepernick and RG3. Did we decide who was the better of the two quarterbacks?
So far, Kaepernick.
Kaepernick.
RG3 is struggling.
RG3 looks like a mess. I've been saying it.
But he
Why
has
the
a
change?
talent.
I've
He
been saying
might
You
still
have
be
been
hurt.
saying
He might still be hurt because he's
He
not playing
ain't.
well.
What he putting a hurting on my vision looking at that hair every week. First of all, that's why your luck is bad. Do something about that hair.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big problem for me. Yeah,
Well,
it's,
you know,
it's bad.
for me, he needs to stop talking about it and be about it. He talks too much for me. He just talks too much. Do what you're gonna do and get it done.
And go
Why you
ahead,
gotta keep talking about it?
Don't do it.
What you can do.
They're targeting him. They're going after him. They're going after him. I mean, they are beating him up.
Because they know he's injured.
Yeah, they're going after him.
But the more he runs his
takes
mouth,
this.
the more he creates problems for himself.
Yeah.
The more he runs his mouth, the more he creates problems for himself. Just do what you can do. Or do what you say you can do. If you played as well as you talked, you'd be 100%. Come on.
He did become like the savior.
Oh, he was excellent last season.
year.
Oh, last season I was like,
Kaepernick.
oh,
You know,
yeah, he was
probably one of the
amazing.
problems is he started reading his own press. And
Yes, he did.
Right.
But what do you think? Do you think it's Shanahan's goodbye?
First of all, Shanahan sucks. I mean, they
Both. The
both
son
of them.
and the father
The
need to
father and the son.
Yeah.
Y'all are two losers. And I mean, really, under that system, I don't think it's really the best thing for him.
No.
You know, and that's a problem for him as a quarterback as well, under that leadership. But his hair is the number one reason why he's struggling the way that he is. You get your hair done, you be surprised. When you look better, you do better. You feel better. You act better.
No, that's right.
He can get those teeth together too.
Yeah, where you got all this money?
Get the teeth together. You have too much money.
You got too much
some
money.
Crest 3D
Okay,
strips or
I
something.
think we're gonna have to move it.
The sisters
Shannon
ain't,
doesn't like when we talk about football players.
sisters ain't giving you no break when you look like that. I don't care how much money.
Eagles are coming off a bye week.
Yes.
Birds finally doing
What
something.
do we need to do to stay in the chase?
Keep that white boy under center. Period. He is playing lights out football. He's getting the job done. He's gripping it and ripping it. He's throwing it after 3 seconds. He's not holding the ball. He's spreading it around, hitting all of his receivers. Everybody around him is playing better. The offense is moving faster. Keep Foles under center. Vic, you sit. I had to say that.
Okay, I agree with all of that except for the last piece. You took that piece out. But I do agree that, you know, we have a strong quarterback. It seems as though that it's like a different spirit
Different
on the
offense.
team.
Yep, it is.
They're playing better. So my attitude, I
Because
agree.
they like him.
Right.
That's what it is.
And
And
keep
that's
that
okay, and
defense
that's
going. The
whatever it
defense
takes.
is playing well
Defense
too.
step
Keep
up.
that defense playing
I
well.
don't know if it's because they're personality driven or whatever. I think that under Chip Kelly's offense, Foles, because he's not waiting, looking around, Vic knows that he can make plays with his feet. So I
Right.
think Vic has a tendency to hold the ball a little too long because he knows that he can scramble out of the pocket and make a play with his feet, where Foles is more of, he's statue
Pocket.
So he's a pocket passer where he sees something, he can see 2 or 3 things plus because of his height,
Right.
and then he throws the ball.
Well,
So
he
it's
does.
moving.
He started doing some running.
But it's easier to
We don't
protect
want him to
somebody who stays in the
Well,
pocket
and
as opposed to
high
somebody
shoes on.
who comes
Right.
outside of the pocket. When
Right.
you start moving outside of that pocket, like
It's
like
going to
Vic
break
did,
down.
it's so hard to find. It's so hard to stay
Right.
with him. You can't protect
And the
him.
offense and the O-line starts to break down, and
Right.
they can't really protect him.
Exactly.
And you keep in mind his height; he's able to see a little
Right.
further down
He's
the
taller.
field.
Okay.
So,
So it's okay to come out of the pocket if you're tall, like Russell Wilson.
well, no.
We're not saying it's okay to come out of the
Russell
pocket.
is short.
You do
Russell
what you.
Wilson is not short.
No, well,
He is 6'5".
what it
But
is
you can
is.
see better when you
I
are
thought it was like
taller.
5'10".
No, what
When
I
you are shorter, you have to step back
back to see what's
to
going
see.
on.
When you step back, that makes it harder for that line to protect you.
And not only that, you're holding the ball so long that
Right.
whatever you had open is now no
Gone.
longer open.
Whereas when you're taller, you can look and
See over the
see
line.
what direction, where to
I'm
throw
not
that ball.
disagreeing with that, but I'm just saying you can be a good quarterback and come out of that pocket.
Oh, absolutely.
Sure you can.
Absolutely, but I think falls under this
He's a
type
pocket
of coaching.
Mhm.
This type of coaching is just more designed for the type of player that of his skill set. In other
That's
words.
exactly
Because he's more of a pocket passer.
He's not
Right.
as athletic
He's
as Mike
not gonna
Vick.
run.
He's not as
He's
athletic.
not going to run. He
Not
can't
gonna
run.
run.
Okay, Raven Renee, we're not gonna let you off the hook. We wanna know, you know, your Ravens did beat the Jets, kick
Yeah.
the butt, but what are they gonna do to stay in the chase?
19-3. I mean, they need to win the next 5 games.
Okay.
That's what needs to happen. That's the reality. They need to win the next 5 games.
I need to hit the line.
saying the
You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna happen though.
It is what it is.
It ain't gonna
They
happen.
going Power by Tennessee.
I need
losing,
that power ball.
And they need to, win the next 5 games.
Okay. Alright. We had our pre-Thanksgiving meal and,
Yes,
and
we
we're really
did.
stuffed. That's why we're really silly today. But we're going to do some Thanksgiving Day picks.
Okay.
How about the Raiders and the Cowboys?
Oh, I thought you meant like fried turkey versus regular turkey. I was gonna pick on that, but let's do this, okay?
I'll take the Cowboys.
You gonna take the Cowboys? She got jet lag. She been away, folks.
I'm not. They ain't in my division. I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about it.
Raiders and the Cowboys.
The only thing
I'm
I
always root against the Cowboys,
Listen,
so
picked, I
I'll take the
picked,
Raiders.
I picked the
Just
Cowboys
because
to
Okay.
choke.
I don't like the Cowboys.
Go with the Raiders.
Raiders.
Alright, 2 Raiders, 2 Cowboys. How about the Packers and the Lions? This is a must-win for the Lions.
No, the Lions suck. The Lions.
Well, Packers ain't doing that high
Packers
either.
are
What
doing
you talking
very
about?
bad.
Listen,
So I'm gonna go with the Lions.
I'm gonna go with the
Lions.
Packers.
I'm going
Lions.
Packers.
What's that
Packers and
quarterback's
Bears.
name?
Oh,
Toast?
They so bad. They don't
Okay,
even
here we go.
quarterback.
Steelers and the Ravens. This is a tiebreaker.
Ravens! Woo!
The Ravens
She hype.
will choke. Going still
I'm
sitting
going
I
for
there.
can't even find my Ravens.
I'll take the Ravens and go
The
get
Ravens
into
isn't
it.
even on
They
here.
gonna do it.
Y'all really don't want me to say Ravens.
Okay. I'll put the Ravens up for you. Look, you want the Ravens?
Like the
I
Ravens.
got a
Who they
Raven.
think? Steelers?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't stand the Steelers.
We got a Raven. Now the Raven in the half.
Okay, week 13. The Eagles and the Cardinals.
All day.
I don't have any
What else?
that one.
All day.
I won't
baby.
say the Eagles for this one.
All day.
Cardinals suck.
Eagles.
Saints and the Seahawks.
I'm gonna have to go with the
I'm
Seahawks.
gonna go with
I'm
the
gonna go with
hot
the Seahawks.
hand.
Seahawks. You know, I'll take the Seahawks.
That's a
The
no-brainer.
Giants and Washington.
Y'all two dummies gonna knock yourselves out. I ain't picking either one of y'all losing.
Giants.
Y'all some dummies. Listen, neither one of them.
I'm going to go for a long shot and say Washington.
Look at that.
Because, they just feel like they got something to prove. So let's let that.
33.
I don't know what she's saying in that.
Okay, folks, this is the In the Huddle. And before we sign off, Andy Reid,
You suck.
I ain't got no time for you losing to the Broncos.
Oh, please.
Again.
Andy Reid.
Come on, did you really think he was going to win?
Oh, you know.
You really thought
We all waited for it to get to that week
I
for them
said
to
it was
lose.
going to be, they were going to win 9 straight,
And
and then they were going to lose. I said it.
Why ain't you got no time for it? Let's move this.
I ain't got no time for Larry Fitzgerald's big, tall, lanky behind with the crazy glue on his hands catching everything against the Eagles.
I ain't got no time for all my friends that are supposed to be Cowboy friends calling me talking trash about the Cowboys being in first place. This is your
They
last
not in
time.
first
You
place.
are out.
Yes, they are.
Yes,
Oh, it took over us to beat the
Yes.
darn
We
Giants.
down in the AC.
Yes.
Oh,
We're in the hunt.
I ain't
We
got
want
no,
the division leaders to win the hunt in like an hour.
I ain't got no time for the Cowboys being in first place.
There you go.
I ain't got time for the Ravens being the number 3 in the division right now.
Oh, well, get some time.
I know. Normally we between 1 and 2.
And we're out of time. This is in the huddle. Out.
Cheers.